There are two warriors inside of us. Which one is going to win? Well, you might say the one that we feed the most, but in this case, that's not the story I'm talking about. Another thing that we can get tricked into is something called framing. Now let's imagine, and this was an actual experiment, that you were in a park and somebody asked you to help them hold their coffee or cold drink or whatever it is while they reach into their phone in order to do something, and then they take the cup back and go on with their day. Now imagine half an hour later, somebody comes to ask you and tell you about a story, and they'll give you $20 if you can tell that person how you feel about the main character of that story. Now, a lot of people who got the hot coffee tended to say that the people in the story were warm, were kind, were caring, were friendly. And the people that got cold drinks were unkind and uncaring and were really cold and manipulative. And this is what framing can do, and it happens all the time. If I had a yellow wall behind me and then ask you to name a fruit, you're more likely to name a banana. If the wall is orange, you're more likely to name an orange. And so this is what a lot of people will use in order to manipulate you to do the certain things that they want you to do. It's why lottery agencies are going to sell you on the person on the island living this amazing lifestyle. Even though you have almost no chance of winning the lottery, this is how they want you to feel going in to buy the lottery ticket, because they want you to feel like you've already won and that you are going to win, even though the chances are very small. And finally, the sunk cost fallacy. Imagine you go to a movie and you've paid your money. In Australia at the moment, it's about $18 to go to the movie. You might have also bought popcorn. You've spent a lot of money. And then you get halfway through the movie and the movie is one of the worst movies you've ever seen. But how many people do you know that will get up and leave halfway through a movie? Almost nobody. And why is this? It's called the sunk cost fallacy. It's where we believe that we've already invested so much into something that there's no point to not staying and getting our money's worth. But really, the best strategy is to just get up and leave. The same thing happens to us at home. We buy all of this useless rubbish, and then when it comes time to doing our spring clean, rather than taking the time to actually throw stuff out, we have this feeling that we've spent money on it and we should keep it. And so we keep all of the stuff that we don't really need. When it comes to my spring cleans, I am ruthless because I understand these biases and I'm able to overcome them, which means that I'm able to do things that are going to prevent me from not being successful. Because a lot of these tactics are used against us by retailers, by fast food companies, by all of these different people who want us to do what they want us to do. And we will continue to do that as long as we don't understand how this works. So when we understand these biases and how to overcome them, it's going to make it a lot easier for us to be able to live our amazing lives, because we're not falling for the tricks and not doing the things that other people want us to do and not sabotaging our ability to be able to save money, make money, and live the life that we really want. So while this book may take a while to read, while it is a little bit difficult to get through, it is worthy of reading because it's a book that's going to help us in our self-development and help us to be able to understand our thinking processes, biases, and decision making, which means that we are in control of that rather than we're at the whims of it. So by understanding how System 1 and System 2 work, we can make more informed decisions and improve our lives, which is so important to achieving our goals. So I'm going to highly recommend this book. Even though it's a challenge to read, I still recommend you read it in order to be able to understand the intricacies, because you can really implement the practicality of this book. So thank you for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe. The link to the book is going to be below, so make sure you click that link, whether it is the Amazon link or whether you get it from Audible. But make sure that you read this book, understand it, and take the time to go through it, because it's going to make a massive difference. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 5, even though it is difficult to get through, as I said. But it is well worth it. Or you can watch a summary if you want as well. And finally, remember to make the switch to unlock your rich. And this book is full of switches They're going to help you to unlock your rich. And I want to see you live a prosperous, happy, and enjoyable life. And I'm looking forward to sharing some more great tips, tricks, and book reviews with you in order to do just that for you.